So, in the novel Red Sparrow by Jason Matthews, what exactly happens? Well, first we're introduced to a character named Nate who works in the American Embassy in Moscow. And then, two, we are introduced to the character Dominika, who is a 25-year-old female who eventually makes her way up to become a dancer, but eventually has injured to the point where she can no longer dance. So, what happens to both these characters? Well, first, Nate is transferred to the American Embassy in Helsinki, Finland, and two, Dominika is employed as a Sparrow, an employee for the Russians. So, in so throughout the rest of the novel, novel from this point, Dominika meets Nate in the American Embassy in Finland, and both of them go on missions to work against the Russians who are doing illegal things in Finland. But throughout the nearly 30% of this novel that is taken up from this point, Dominic and Nika develop interest in one another. They initially start off just mildly touching one another, then kissing each other, then eventually they go on in full action. Then from that point on, Nate is eventually transferred to New York City, where he is to work against the Russians there, and he doesn't expect Dominika to be fully legitimate in his actions against Russians while in America. So what happens from this point?